We are live 364 days a year. What are we doing here?
If Dom turns at SummerSlam, I'm shaving my moustache off. I've told you, if that happens, it's going. My lip is cold because of a stupid bet that I made with YouTube.
Oh, good.
Wrestle's better than Daniel Bryan Daniels. Better than Okada.
How do you not get sushi after Monday Night Raw? What is going on, everybody? We are back once again with another edition of Wrestling Republic's Off the Air. Immediately following NXT, it is Tuesday, October the 14th. I'm pretty fired up to be here. I'm not going to lie. We don't have the usual crew, but it's starting to feel like it because we've had this crew for a few weeks in a row. But let me introduce them to you in case you forgot. I'm going to send this one first and foremost to Louisville, Kentucky, to a guy that you should and shoot. Dryzzy, every single time, you got to remind me. What was it again?
Good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. Your boy Dryzzy, a.k.a. the Wrestling Plug. You don't know what to watch. I got you. A lot happened tonight. Jesus Christ. Type shows they supposed to be this packed.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And also one of the best intros in the game. But speaking of great intros, let me also introduce, it's not the Tuesday Night Delight. It's not Shad, but I am going to send this one around the nation's capital to a man that owns a college. A man that is famous in many circles. We're talking about Ant University. I'm going full name this time. Happy Tuesday night, Ant U. What's going on? How are you, my friend?
Man, what's going on, fellas? It's your boy Ant U. We're here. I am honored to be here on a Tuesday night, substituting for the Tuesday Night Delight. So, man, NXT was super packed tonight. I can't wait to talk about it with you guys. It's going to be a great show. Let's get into this.
I'm fired up, and I love that we get to use this camera. The original off-the-air camera, my favorite. Although I feel like someone messed with it, but that's neither here nor there. We'll figure that out later. Let's get into tonight's show, because we got a lot to talk about. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Donnie immediately out of the gates with, when are we getting Ant U versus Chase U? Any minute now. Ant U's the only one that's the operating school at this stage. Let's be honest with ourselves. Chase U's having some struggles, maybe financially or something of sorts. Buenos noches, WR crew. Yes, absolutely. Good evening, my friend Fernando. Thank you. National Dessert Day. And I don't know if y'all remember this from grade school like I do, but you know it's dessert when there's two S's. And there's desert when there's one, because you'd want more dessert than desert. That's how you remember how to spell the difference of those two. I remember that from the spelling bee in fourth grade. I'll never forget it. It's outstanding. We got the Atomic Merp Mary in the comments here. Much love. But let's get right into the show, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about here, guys. As Dryzzy mentioned in the intro, as we've discussed, we had a women's battle royal here. And yeah. And you shouted out the Tuesday Night Delight. And that shoddy, you missed it. It's just another Tatum Tuesday. Just another Tatum Tuesday.
Upset, crying because his fave, Tatum Paxley, is now the number one contender for the NXT women's title.
The number one contender. Tatum Paxley, it's so interesting because, and I'm not even trying to throw a shot under the bus here, guys, but we've all been around this program for, like a year now for you and you, 2 or 3 for us, Driz, right? Like you know what I mean? Like it's been quite some time covering NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And Tatum Paxley, we've discussed probably even more.
Such a roller coaster ride with her. She's been up, she's been down, she's been all around. It's been a lot with her.
It's kind of a full-blown crowning moment in some way. Driz, I'm gonna go to you first, and I'm gonna go to you next. But talk to me about that, Driz.
I enjoyed the battle royal. I feel like when you have a bunch of amount of stories like that, it really makes battle royals enjoyable. Seeing Tatum pull off a surprise victory because all signs were pointing to Jordan for a minute. And also, I want to also give a little bit of some love to Kendall Gray too. She looked great out there. She looked like I take that back. Kendall Gray always looks good out there, even when she debuted alongside of the others. I think it was Lane she debuted with. She looked like she belonged on that roster. So great performances by them. Great performances by most of all the women. We got to see the Lash Legend Shade interaction. We got to see Iconics. Like good battle royal always around. Very satisfied with Tatum winning. But is this where they pull the trigger and she get the NXT Women's title? Is she the one to dethrone JC Jane? If there was any time to do it, I'd say this would be it.
I would love to see it. I think it would be my only fear, Driz, right? Would be basically like if she wins it, she's suddenly also so vulnerable given the character. Where it's
I think the character was always pretty vulnerable.
right.
Like she just wants to be
And
loved and have friends and stuff.
so we've always talked about like this transitional championship thing that's discussed so often in wrestling. And I'm like, I don't know. I do though think it'd be really cool to at least have the feather in the cap to get it done though too at the same time. And that's where I want to ask you, man, like what are your thoughts on the battle royal win, the battle royal as a whole, and then the potential of Tatum taking that NXT Women's World Championship?
I mean, there's no better place for Tatum Paxley to win the NXT Women's Championship than that Halloween Havoc. I mean, it's written for her. She's always been the spooky little goth girl in the background, playing with the dolls. Like my man Driz said, just looking for friends. Like that's all she's wanted is friends. And seeing Lyra Valkyria run out there and run past everyone and jump in the ring and give her that little bit of rub was super cool to see for, especially for how long she wanted Lyra's attention and wanted Lyra's affection. So that was a great spot I thought they added in. The Battle Royal as a whole, I thought was really good. There was there were some really good spots in there. You got to see Lash Legend eliminating Jada Parker, keeping their feud going. And we get to see something cool. Like I love Jordan Grace, but I was happy to see Jordan Grace get eliminated because it just seems like Jordan Grace has been in the title scene way too much here lately. So it was good to see her get eliminated. Other than that, man, it was a fun match.
It really was. Question.
Go for it.
What if let's put the foil cap on for a sec.
Tinfoil hat time? Yes.
Yes. What if this is all some large, elaborate thing to call up Tatum Paxley to the main roster? What if they use this entire story of Izzy and collecting Tatum just so they can have a feud and Lyra save Tatum and Lyra take Tatum to the main roster with her and they become a tag team? What if that is just this elaborate story?
I don't hate it. I actually don't hate it, especially because of the ties to Lyra. And what do you think about it?
I don't know, man. I mean, Lyra's already got this thing going on with Bayley. And so maybe you put all three of them together because Bayley is,
she's trying to hit the crazy she knows instead of the crazy she don't know.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I will say this, guys. I got to come clean about something. As much as I dressed up as Sting on this very program. Halloween is like my least favorite holiday. So all the spooky stuff, it's freaking me out. And Donnie DeSilva went full Grim Reaper on this comment. He goes, FYI, I was just told tonight there are more NXT cuts coming. Jeez Louise, man. Way to throw a wet blanket on the
Don't
program.
throw a wet blanket. That is good. That means that there's more good talent coming to the indies.
No doubt.
We can put some over TNA. We can put some over in GCW, MLW,
all kinds of good stuff.
AEW. There's some that might go over there.
I'm checking out.
Everywhere.
I'm checking out the show at the Irvine Improv next Tuesday. It's good stuff. A week from today, I'll be at that show. No doubt about it. And then here we go. Donnie DeSilva, people coming up from Evolve, others heading out. Yep, love to hear it.
Do not be surprised if Evolve disappears.
I don't think it's going to disappear.
I don't think so, actually. In a weird way, I think Evolve's kind of weirdly working. Although I did watch the product, it's not my cup of tea. But I also
a bunch of Evolve people that are going to be on the. You got a bunch of the Evolve people that are going to be in the Speed Championship tournament too.
Well, every time I hear a name from Evolve, I'm always like, "Oh wait, that's where they've been," and can't wait to have them back. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to psych stuff, absence does actually make the heart grow fonder at times. And there's a few people there that I don't know, man. Like it's gonna be.
But think about it though. They lost most of their they're gonna lose most of their WWE ID talent because a lot of them were in there too.
That's true. That's true. But even then, and you have the LFG talent of late, right? Like it's
just one, didn't they?
What's that?
I think they got rid of a couple of them too.
Yeah, they did just recently. And so it's like you never know.
You still got Big Cat Keita down involved.
Big Cat Keita. Oh my God! If there are people in the world that don't know what Big Cat Keita means,
hey,
gotta love those inside jokes.
I've got a rookie card right here.
Yeah, Big Cat Keita's card.
Yeah, rookie card.
Yeah. She got a side. She has to put Big Cat Keita on it.
I actually also have. I think I have an 8x10 like right next to me. Hang on.
Like they said I can't cuss, but I'm definitely gonna say Big Cat Keita as much as I possibly can.
Yeah, I do.
Big Cat Keita. Wow.
Stay strong from Keita.
Like, do not go ask your parents what that means.
Stay strong, my friends. Stay strong. So Fernando's a sweet card. Thank you. That tickled me. Thank you, my friend. Oh man. Okay, let's keep the show on the rails, my friends.
Yeah.
We do have to cover NXT. Not have to. We get to. That's the best part about it. Let's talk about while we're up. Let's talk about my favorite part of this.
Your favorite wrestler of all time?
I just did my Halloween spiel. We had Ethan Page in his Canadian North American title, which is great. But then we've also got Wagner Jr. in the ring in a great promo cut, a Dia de los Muertos match, Day of the Death. He translated it for Ethan just so that the Canadian mind could wrap itself around what is in front of him in Wagner Jr. I would give anything for Wagner to win this match, but I will also say this promo was excellent. I dug it. And I'll even give, I hate to do it, Dryzzy, don't make fun of me for it. Don't tell Shad I did it. I thought Ethan Page did a good job in the segment.
Yes.
I know. It's a first. It's a first in show history. It's a first. We got a first time for everything here.
Are you slowly becoming an Ethan Page fan?
Don't get ahead of ourselves here.
No. You gotta get there. You gotta get a little.
And I'm going to ask you what you thought about it all. who do you have winning the match when it does eventually happen? And then I'll toss it to you, Driz.
Yeah, man. So, you had Dr. Wagner Jr. beating Lexus King tonight. It's a good win for him, right? But yeah, I can't see NXT letting one of their champions get beat by somebody from outside the company. Especially like a singles champion, tag team, whatever, it happens. But a singles champion, I don't see him losing. So once again, I thought the promo was really good. Ethan just finds a way to win every time he goes out there, and I'm like, yeah, dude, Ethan's getting beat. He finds a way to win. So I'm going with reverse psychology on this one, and I'm going to say that Ethan Page is going to win. Reverse psychology, hoping the latter happens. But yeah,
it's totally fair. My only fear would obviously be the employment of reverse psychology, which the double negative there, that's where we could get got. But I am totally with you. Drizzy, I have to ask you the very same question. And before I do, though, we've got Donnie De Silva here in the comments with hoping Dr. Wagner buries Page. Absolutely.
We can't be that lucky.
Technically, Wagner isn't outside the company. And then
he makes my point for me. He makes my point for me.
I've been in a few Dave the Dead parades back when I lived in Mexico as a kid. That's outstanding. I think Ethan Page is going to be a huge star. Drizzy, talk to me about all this. Ethan and Wagner is so fun. I love this. Especially, I knocked Halloween earlier, but it's only because there was one Halloween when I dressed up as Jason Kidd and I wore short shorts. It was a huge mistake. I lost my cell phone. It was a horrible Halloween. So I really don't hate Halloween that much. I really don't. But when it revolves around this, I think this match is going to be awesome. What are your thoughts, Driz?
Definitely a good match. As comments just pointed out, CMLL is owned by WWE, so technically this isn't outside of the company. You want to make a big star in NXT and people want to see Ethan Page lose, this might be the move to make. Wagner Jr. definitely, I know he's not the Wagner Jr., but we're going to call him that before anybody starts with that's not really. Wagner
No, he
Jr.
is Triple R. He is Wagner.
He is Kid Wagner Jr. He is the son of Wagner Jr. But yeah, I'm not saying LD. I'm not doing all that. But this would be a good way to make a star. He definitely has the charm to be on TV and have him in NXT for a little bit. I keep on saying that Ethan Page has been good as a heel champion that everybody wants to see lose. And the more he wins, the more you want to see him lose. So he puts butts in seats. Wagner definitely could sit there and be the one who could beat him, and definitely in a Day of the Dead match, more entertaining. Especially at Halloween Havoc. Might be one of the best matches potentially could be one of the best matches on the card. Ethan Page tends to steal shows. And with Wagner Jr., it's a recipe for another show stealer.
I'm with you there. I think this could be easily match of the night. I also think it's interesting when we talk about like Ethan Page and what he's accomplished in NXT. My fear for him is he's going to end up in a spot where he's a gatekeeper. And I'm going to come clean, guys. Let's go. We did tinfoil hat earlier. This
Just
time,
show us the Ethan Page shirt you're wearing.
this is admissions. This is admission of guilt. I think Ethan Page is really good. I wasn't exactly sure what his future looked like, but like a gatekeeper in MMA, like the guy that they match you up against before you go to the next level. And I'm really afraid that that's what we're setting up Ethan Page for. I think that's who he's gonna be. He's going to be the ultimate NXT gatekeeper, and bless him for it. Bless him for it. But he does seem like a guy that has dreams larger than that. And that's where I'm like, as much as I'm critical of him on this program in good fun, I do wish better for him than that. He said, I'm ready for Julian to lose and be off my TV. One can dream. That's hilarious. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. Okay. Let's talk about Josh Briggs and Matt Cardona, because this was a good match. And you know what's freaking me out? I don't think I ever realized how just darn good Josh Briggs is. Like, he is.
The issue has never been
right to you,
in-ring.
Driz.
The issue has never been Josh Briggs in ring. When it comes to in ring, he is definitely one of the best on that roster. The issue has always been the character work. And once you take him out of the character, you don't have him talking as much. You're just having him going out there and fighting. He's very captivating in the ring. And we might need to get to a point where he's like the 2015, 2016 Baron Corbin, where we're not worried about what he's saying. We're worried about the matches he's having. And as I said, Briggs has been very, very good in ring. Especially, he's got a nice little run going of really good matches. The last pay-per-view, he's had match of the night. He's a reigning match of the year contender. Briggs is dead. I don't know the star rate. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a 5-star match right now from Republic. I don't. He
does. He does. He does. He's got the 5-star the Obafemi triple threat that you and I covered.
Yes.
Was a 5 that got 5, and then shoot, this is gonna bug me. Kobe, are you still there? Are you listening? Kobe, comment which one it is. There's another one. So it's funny because Donnie is like, he's like what basketball coaches call a jag, just a guy. I actually see a little different. I think he's been so just a guy can be one thing or the other though too. And I think he can be just a guy, which is what he's been recently in the way he's been booked. But honestly, Briggs and Jensen, I thought had a little juice. And then what's interesting to me is in singles matches, when you put him in the ring, all of a sudden it's like he's not just a guy, right?
Because
he's getting rebounds and he's getting blocks and he's getting assists and he's getting steals and he's playing some ball.
He's very Jeremy Linish, very insanity.
I would almost argue even like I was gonna say Gerald Wallace, like where like he does the little things as good as anybody, right? Block shots, rebounds, all that stuff, and like can make a triple threat match where he's not even involved in the finish, you know. And also he's a huge dude. I really do think, I like this, what Donnie just said here. To me, he's a complementary piece, a career tag guy when used best. I'm with that, though. But if you give him the right tag partner, he can be huge. And I'm not going to go full Bradshaw. But I see a bit of it. I see just a little bit. There were the comparisons back in the day. I can see it. He's just tall enough. He's just from Texas. But obviously, Aunt, we've been waiting to hear what you think about this one. What are your thoughts on that with Josh Briggs and all of this, everything we sort of discussed as far as the Cardona match and all that? What do you think the future looks like for Josh Briggs? Do you see him as a main roster piece?
I definitely do. I think whenever you put Josh Briggs with someone though, and you try to make him a face or a good guy, he's boring. Like he is super boring. He's, you know, man, 1998 Tony Kukoc. But then as soon as you put him by himself, and you make him have to just go. He turns into like Kevin Love, man, out there hitting threes, grabbing rebounds, doing all the little things, right? If we're gonna bring up the just a guy thing, I think Briggs has had some great matches. His match with Javon Evans was really good. Once again, his match with Itamura, his match with Obafemi, like he puts on great matches when he's the heel and he can just be that big bruiser, right? I mean, I can see the Bradshaw comparisons, but I don't know. I wouldn't go that far yet. I wouldn't go just that far yet. The kid has a bright future. He can definitely get to where he needs to be. But yeah, man, just don't put him with tag team partners anymore. I feel like he gets lost in the sauce with that. Let him be the guy.
That's kind of what bugs me about it, is like a little bit like I actually thought Jensen made sense when that tag team was there, but then obviously it ended. I get that, but they never got the opportunity to operate as like a full team, right?
Fallon Hensley was the glue holding.
I look at somebody like a Billy Gunn, right? This is something, not to bring up history, but like Billy Gunn. Would anybody debate that he's one of the best tag team wrestlers of all time? Right?
Absolutely.
No.
I wouldn't debate it. No.
But you've got Bart, Gunn, not related, right? Then you end up with the, at the time, thrown together tag with Road Dogg. And realistically, that's how it turned out. I can kind of see a route where you can sort of stick, you find the piece that really fits next to a Brooks Jensen, or not a Brooks Jensen, I'm sorry,
Josh Briggs.
A Josh Briggs, right? That's not named Brooks Jensen, right? I just put my foot in my mouth there, but at the same time,
make another APA. Put him with Jasper Troy. Put him with Jasper
Troy. See,
that could work.
That I'm sort of in for. And Donnie, Donnie's mentioning here. Briggs is 32. He's got 5 years in the system. He's got growth, but not a ton. I think he's closer to. Oh, I hope not on that. No, we don't wish that.
I think I'm just jaded because I seen him when WWE bought Vaughn, and he just had this aura about him that he was gonna be the next guy up. When Theory went down, he was gonna be the next one to go up, and I think I still see that in him. It's just that we're, like he just said, 5 years in the system. You like, at what point are they gonna say, like, you know what, this just isn't working? Yeah, because I really feel like they'll do that before they give him any more chances.
It's like, I even go back though to the single stuff, like the Obafemi triple threat. You and I covered it. WrestleMania 40 weekend. Right?
Yeah, but there was another guy in that. There was another guy in that match, and he got released.
It's true.
And he's got a bunch of NXT 5-star matches.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. That's very, very true, Drizzy.
Big up Wesley. Wesley was the guy.
Man, got hurt. What a mistake. Okay, wait. You know what? Let's give Wesley a quick segment here because we've been covering this guy the entire time we've been covering NXT on Off the Air. Wesley deserves this. Where is he going to really show who he really is next? Driz, I'll go to you first.
I am looking forward and hoping that he goes back to TNA so we can get a full Rascals reunion. And let them treat this like, in some capacity, they're always tag team. Let's get like a full 4-piece Rascals faction. Let them run wild on TNA. And hell, they can come over to NXT and run some shit too. It's just what they do. Like, let them go around causing hell.
Yep. What do we got? And you? What's your prediction?
I want to see Wesley go to AEW, and I want him to be the new Cedric with the Hurt Business or Hurt Syndicate. Let him run around with those two guys, get some really good experience, be the high flyer in the group. I think that would be super fun to watch him. You got two big bruisers with Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. Let Wesley be the high flyer in that group. Just take people. I'd like to see that.
I dig that. And for my personal prediction, I gotta say, I want to see him in AEW, and I want to see a trios titles run. Either that or ROH. Please give me all three rascals with the opportunity to flip, flop, and fly. Make fun of it all you want. I don't care. If you can't enjoy Cirque du Soleil, then why would you even watch on Wednesday nights? Knock it off. It's silly. You're a goof. If you don't think it's fun and you don't think it's athletic and you don't think it's impressive, no matter what you think about pro wrestling, it's fun as could be. And if you give those three no more blinders, I'm a horse racing fan. Take the blinders off. Let them cook in AEW. Then come talk to me. See what happens. See what it looks like. Put those three in there with the Young Bucks. Put them in there with guys that can flip, flop, and fly as much as you'd like to make fun of it. And then tell me I'm wrong. AEW is the landing spot. I love everything about that. That's my opinion personally, but that's neither here nor there. We've got more things to cover on tonight's show.
Hey, how can I win?
Let's talk about Zarya and Blake Monroe.
We need to get Zarya a new entrance. Like, you got her in the desert walking towards something. She punches somebody, then it goes to the arena, doing dark stake effects, and then it goes back to her walking in the desert, and then she's there. What are we doing? What are we doing? Stop this now.
Zarya is sick. She's Delta.
Right. They are not treating her like Delta, and it's sad.
They are not. They are not. I honestly got what her interest was. She's been coming out with Soul for so long.
Right. I love her music. Yeah, but the video package has to go.
It's so bad. And not only that, did anybody in their right mind believe there was a chance that Zarya was going to win this match?
No. I honestly gave zero poops about this match. Like it was
zero poops, unlimited diarrhea,
I gave zero
diarrhea.
about this match.
Constipation at that stage.
Straight constipation. Nah, man. I like. It's sad because you got two young. I mean, I guess Zarya's not really that young, but you got two upstarts that could be really great. I didn't care at all about the match. I didn't care at all. And then she
didn't really. In your defense, it didn't really have anything to do with anything. It's just her trying to drive a wedge between Soruka and Zarya, and for what? Is she trying to make her big and heavy, or is she trying to get into Soul's head? Like,
and then she took a plastic pick. She took a plastic pick, rerun style. You know, those things, Doug. Those things.
Shut up, rerun.
Yeah, Doug. You take those things. You run them through some C4 hair. Yeah, where my black women at? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You run it through some C4 hair, they breaking. So you mean to tell me that she really damaged Zarya enough to pin her by stabbing her in the neck with a plastic pick? Come on, man.
Shout out my homie Fred Berry Jr. He's rerun son. I went to improv school with him.
You gotta suspend belief. You gotta suspend belief. Irish whip is a thing.
Yeah, I wish I cared more about that match. I wish I cared more about that match, but I didn't.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Let's keep it rolling. We got just a couple things left to cover on today's show. Let's talk about the tag team triple threat. We had Chase U versus the Coling and Hank and Tank. I'm going to go straight to you, Driz. Interesting match here. I don't know. And then let's talk about Trick and Ricky Saints and then finish with that.
NXT just realized they had a tag team division. Yes, they realized, they just figured like who are all these extra guys in the back. They said, "Oh, well, that's Chase U. They're a tag team. Like we don't use tag team wrestling in WWE. Chase U, the Culling, and Hanky Tank. I'll take Hanky Tank. Most of the tag teams that are currently in WWE are not used as tag teams. So, with the exception of Hanky Tank, this tag division has been in the trash for a long time now.
Exactly.
Thankfully, we did get another tag team back. Now, I don't know how long this is gonna last though, because it seems like every time they come, they're here for like a 3-month cycle and then they're gone again. OTM returned tonight. The match did not continue on because OTM came out and destroyed everybody. It's hopefully this is putting us in the right direction of rebuilding this tag division.
In all honesty, the only reason they had this match tonight was to bring OTM back.
No poop. I mean,
nah, no poop on that.
But they do this. They do this a lot, and I feel like it is such a start and stop. Because I feel like the exact same thing happened last time OTM returned. They had a big ass match, and OTM came out and beat everybody up, and boom, here we are, all over again. They didn't get a tag title shot or nothing. So,
golly gosh darn it, you're right there, Driz. These guys came out here, and I mean, if you're gonna reintroduce them, that's the way. I'd almost like to see a reunion, just because they haven't won a title, and our girl Jada Parker hasn't won a title yet, and put that, like, have them start talking again and being like, man, what happened to when we were first here? We just beat people up and didn't care. Like,
well,
put them back together.
Well, shoot, no doubt about it. Shoot,
not Black Ascension.
Let's talk about.
Hey, the Ascension were the most dominant thing in NXT.
The Ascension were tough. They were so tough.
They're good. They were sick.
What?
They're kind of like the Road Warriors.
Then Vince McMahon got the head on them.
Yeah.
That's what happened with that.
Same thing happened to the Viking Raiders.
Oh, Jesus. No, they were the Viking Experience. Remember that?
Express or something like that. They had
you want to bring the world together. Call a tag team a horrible name like the Viking Experience. Yeah. Everybody is joining together and
everyone will get that.
Twitter servers went down. Everybody tweeted about how terrible that was.
Okay, let's wrap this thing up here, my friends. Though, let's talk about something that's obviously deeply upsetting to me, and that's Ricky Saints getting airtime to start the show. So Ricky Saints goes out there, NXT World Champion, runs his mouth about Trick Williams losing the TNA title. Trick Willie is a two-time, not one-time, two-time NXT champion. Could be a three-time, not one, two, three-time NXT champion. This guy, Ricky Saints, the Saints don't go marching in, has the audacity to run his mouth about a guy like Trick Willie, not even expecting a response post-loss. You'd think Trick Willie might need some time to recover. Not so fast, my friends. In the words of the recently retired Lee Corso. Trick Willie here, ready to talk about it. he gets right at Mr. Rick Saints, tells him about it.
That's pretty Ricky.
This is
Pretty Ricky, what he
basically
called him.
he called him Pretty Ricky, which honestly, I gotta give them credit for their artistry. They had such good songs back in the day. Are you kidding me? Early 2000s, Pretty Rick, Pretty Ricky is so good. I mean, dude, as far as R&B groups, we'll discuss that. That's a different podcast. But never give Ricky Saints that kind of credit ever again. Doesn't make sense. Trick Williams is going to take this title off of him by hell or high water. Drizzy, I'm going to you first. What did you think about the segment? I thought Ricky ran away tail tucked. He looked scared.
No. Ricky Saints, they're trying to draw this out. They definitely have a whole contract signing next week. Ricky and Trick could probably go back and forth for a little bit, but I think they want to save that for the go home, which smart move. I wouldn't want to give away too much too fast. This is going to be a big deal match. Is a major match for NXT. Trick Williams, can he rebound after losing the big one? And can Ricky hold on to the belt? Like, this is the first defense. The most important one. You're defined by it. Can Ricky keep the belt? Which is a whole lot harder than winning it, keeping it. Can he keep the belt? Or is Trick Williams going to end up a 3-time champion?
We will find out, no doubt. I'm with you. I will say this. Fernando Zayas in the comments is more validating than my therapist. Ricky Saints was off on the mic tonight. Very mid promo. Yeah, dude. Of course he was. You kidding me?
Mid promo.
You kidding me? Pretty Ricky's going to have to grind with me when it comes to Trick Williams. Am I wrong, Aunt you? Or am I wrong?
Man, first of all, I'm still in shock and awe that they had Pretty Ricky. Look, oh man, like Ricky Saints reminds me of what Lil Jimmy would be, right? When R-Truth was talking about Lil Jimmy, the annoying kid, right? That's what Ricky Saints reminds me of as like a grown up. I think Ricky Saints is just Lil Jimmy all grown up, but it's still a travesty to have that man have beaten Obafemi. Like I will never get over that. That is the biggest travesty that's ever happened in NXT. And you know, NXT's had some big ones, but that's the biggest. So Trick deserves to be this man. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Trick would be the only 3-time NXT champion, right? I think there's been a bunch of people that have done it twice.
Joe, is it Joe or Nakamura?
Okay, I thought one of those guys might have been
three-time. I thought it was like shoot. No,
there is one. I know Joe and Nakamura both had it too. Finn's had it too.
It's Samoa Joe. Yeah, thank you, DCX Warlord. Shout out from Twitch. DCX Warlord. Well done.
I wasn't sure if Joe had it 3 times or if he had it 2 because I know him and Nakamura did a thing where they traded it back and forth.
I think Balor was up there at one point. He had 2.
Balor definitely
Joe the Throne Cross. Yes, he did. But I think, man, I truly think that
Cross. That's right.
I
Joke versus Joke.
Trick Williams has that it factor that everyone's looking for. I mean, he's 6'5" from South Carolina. He can talk on the mic. He's so much better on the mic now. He's good in the ring. His selling's getting so much better. I think Trick is going to be a predominant member in the championship scene when he comes up to the main roster.
Oh, I think so too. I honestly think Trick's kind of plug and play on the main roster. I think Trick's sort of turned into a utility player because you know what I didn't expect is for Trick to be as good of a heel as he's been the last 3 months. No one's freaking talked about it. Like, not even on this show. Like, honestly, I want to bring that up because Driz, like, seriously, we haven't
I
talked about
think
it.
it's because we really haven't seen too much of him lately. He's been more on TNA
On
television.
TNA. But on TNA, he's been as good of a heel as you could. Could you imagine him being as good of a heel as he was opposite Mike Santana at Bound for Glory going into
it
this
would've been
weekend?
nice.
No, dude's perfect. He
Mhm.
was mean in that range because guess what we were doing 6 months ago? Rooting our butts off, our little butts off for Trick Williams, right? Like, because he's a babyface. And it's hilarious because it's like, dude, like, he's as versatile as anybody. What's up, Ant?
No, I just had an epiphany, a Tiffany epiphany, if you'd like to say so, since it's Tuesday
Strap
night.
down.
Everyone's talking about who the next member of this new Vision group is going to be, right? And they're throwing out names like Austin Theory and stuff like that. No, not. I mean, I think Trick could be, but there's someone we haven't seen in a while who I know should be good right now, who's probably getting ready to come back. And if you put Ilya Dragunov with Braun, that'd be tough.
That would be tough. That would be tough. Okay, this is a really awesome comment. Jimmy Corderas and I talk about it all the time. That's the reason why HBAK compares Trick to Scott Hall. Amazing as a heel and as a face. Yeah, man, I'm starting to really see it. And I've always really believed in the guy because you can see the athleticism and the charisma bleeds through. There's something to that. The size, the athleticism, all of that. But the versatility is unique. And, it's just not something you see every day. No doubt about it. I will say, though, my friends, I think that's going to bring us to the end of Tuesday night's show. And I appreciate everybody that's tuned in on behalf of me, Clark, and you, Driz, everybody at WR. Make sure you check out everything. We got more Grappling for Positions coming up. If you haven't checked out Grappling for Position, Drizzy, you need to do so. Take it to the table, all kinds of good stuff. The daily broadcast. Me and you have all kinds of gnarly stuff going on over at Etsy. We're doing an app thing. I don't even know what that is.
Right?
We're doing an app thing.
Someone gave us the
They're
keys to
like
the car and said,
asking us.
talk
Yeah, they're like, just do
talk
stuff.
about Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, it's
And that's
sick.
what we do over there.
You're gonna love it over there. And I really genuinely appreciate all of you. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next Tuesday, no doubt about it.